Hi, Brooke. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Belara.
Right. Okay. It's just, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Not like we had much of a choice.
Yeah.
So, what was your question?
Those are our gods out there, rampaging around. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Every culture in Thedas has skeletons in its closet. Olay, Ferelden, most of Devinter's skeletons aren't even trying to hide. But that isn't who the elves have been for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
It'd be easy to pretend that stories about the benevolent elven gods were true, but we know they weren't.
So what do I do? To make up for them, I mean.
Be honest. About who you were, but also about who you are now. The past doesn't define you.
Is it that easy, though? Just being honest?
Honesty's hard work, but it's the right kind of work. It's important work.
Right. I get it. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
Hey, anytime. It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for. See you later, Rook.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done in Minrathous.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So, what's the coffee for?
I've been looking into the threads.
The Minrathous crime syndicate.
Yeah, smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The threads have fingers in the lot. They stay out of slavery and they're decent about the rest, but something stirred them up. They've increased activity, changed their patterns. Docktown's in chaos. Remember Alec, the thread-selling charms? He wants to talk and he doesn't reach out for nothing.
All right, let's head to Minrathous.
I'm not looking to drag you into this.
Hey, I'm walking in. Both eyes open.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
Too much sky. That's what it even is.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Sounds good. Sometimes I miss home too.
Rook, I'm not... well, perhaps a little.
You'll cheer up once we look at some graves, I bet.
The ceremony should be most centering. I'll let you know when it's time.
All right. I think we can make this work.
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Yeah, and some of the villagers too. You're going to be busy.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, Mila. How are the wetlands?
Blighted?
Right.
The Wardens have a lot to do.
Got something in mind? Good to go? You need anything else, I'll be here.
Thanks, Holden. I'll see you around.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
So Flynn must be local.
Which means they were here.
Rook. Greta. Not sure if you remember me. I became a warden around the same time as you.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are. Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just... I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
Warden Alona, medic for the Order, or those of us here at least. I've got a lot of patience, but I'll help as I can. Better to have the supplies than not need them and find yourself hurt and without.